Hi there, welcome back. Just thought I'd get in today and have a quick video. It's the first chance I've had to get out. We've had a lot of rain lately in the UK. Storm Christopher hit us and left us with 5 days solid rain. Everywhere is soaking wet and muddy. So this is the first chance I've had to get out. So what I'd want to cover today is, because we're getting to the end of the month now, February's just around the corner, and the time has came now where I'll select my pairs that I've got down on paper. It's time now I'll put them side by side and start and get the birds that I want put next to each other. Then if I'm happy with the pair and I've got on paper and I'm happy how they look side by side, then I'll start and trim them up, and each and every one of them will be trimmed and the breeding season will start. Everything I needed to do with them, i.e. any medications, any wormer. I did give them a 7-day course for canker with Ronazidol. It's the first time I've did for canker in a few years, so I thought I'll give them a clean out for canker. I've ivermected them all on January the 1st, so that's probably took care of any worms or anything like that that's in them. So we're now past that stage. The hens have all had a lot of calcium, and this week I've started to put wheat germ oil, high in vitamin E. I've started to mix that up with the corn and start giving them the wheat germ oil with the vitamin E in. It helps, not guaranteed, but it helps with fertility. So with a breed like mine that, as we've said before, every egg counts, a little bit extra vitamin E won't go amiss. I'll also, on Sunday and every Sunday from now till probably about mid-April, all the cockbirds will be given a vitamin E capsule every Sunday morning, and the hens will all get a calcium tablet every Sunday morning. That's always been a thing I've did for probably 35 years now, and it's never let us down. It's a good way of keeping calcium levels up, and also I will continue to give calcium in the water, but I'll be more concerned now on getting the fertility in the cockbirds. The lights will be extended. I'm running at 6. I'm running from 8 in the morning at the moment till 6. Over the last 2 weeks I've extended that about an extra hour, and I'll probably go up another hour over the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully by about end of February I'll be running on about 12 hours, maybe a little bit longer. So now what I'll do is I'll get them pairs that I've been talking about over the past month. I'll get them cockbirds, I'll put them in the nest boxes, 12 by 12. I'll do a video of this afterwards. I'm just shooting this one beforehand so you see what I'm going to do. So I'll put them cockbirds in the nest boxes, then I have the slice of sheet of paper next to them with the hens that I've selected out for them, and some cockbirds will get 2 or 3 hens that I've earmarked for them. I'll go through them hens, choose out the ones that I consider to be in the best breeding condition, because some of them are older, some are younger still, so the younger ones will probably get left till maybe June or July and squeeze for a couple of rounds then. Then after I'm happy enough with what I've did, I'll put the birds next to each other. Once I'm happy, I'll get the scissors out, trim them all up. All the nails, beaks will all be trimmed. I'll check the throats, I'll check the nostrils, make sure there's nothing, any obstructions or any build-up of mucus in the nostrils, which can happen with my breed. So we'll give them all a good clean out that way. I'll check them all over for any lice, things like that. Give them a quick spray with RDAP, and then we're good to go. All the nest bowls and everything, it's all prepared. I've just got to nip and get my nest felts on Monday morning. Still been waiting for them to come in. Me 3 bales of pre-treated straw out of Wilco's. I picked that up yesterday. That's now all in a big plastic corn bag, and it's all been chopped up and sprayed with RDAP and covered in diatomaceous earth. Give it a big shake up, and then that's ready to put in all the nests. Once I'm happy and I'll put all my pairs next to each other and I'm happy with that, and I've got down Then I'll start on the racing pigeons, and then, like you say, in a week or so's time, I'll start and open the doors in the racing pigeons and set them away. This year I've decided that I'm going to cut back on the number of pairs that I'm breeding from. I drastically reduced my feeders a few months ago by half. So if I continue with the amount of Baccaras pairs that I have, or could put together with the amount of feeders, I'll run into a little bit of trouble. So I haven't got enough feeders, but I will have if I cut down the pairs on the Baccaras that I breed from. So this year I've decided that I will be breeding from less than 21 pairs. I like to put 7 pair in each section, maybe 8 in my biggest section, so I can go to 22 pair. But I'm going to try and keep it at 21 pairs, and after that, anything that's left after 21 pairs won't be getting used. A couple of spare hens will be kept back, especially them blue check hens that I talked about for the Thanos breeding and the building of his family. I talked about that a few weeks ago. So that pair there's a few extra hens there will be kept back, and then there's a few layer-bred hens that I haven't had a moult, so they'll just be left to their own devices. They won't be getting used this year. This year, I think I said this, but I'm not sure if I did. I did a couple of videos this time. I did a few bloopers, so I went back and started again. So a few pairs that I put together. This year I've decided that I'm going to keep more hens, young hens, and I'm going to breed from more young hens and no young cocks. I've kept 2 black cocks back, which I've had a good look through them the other day, and they're not good enough. I've got plenty of black cock birds. I don't need them. So even though I held back on them for a few months, I should have parted with them earlier, but by the by, they're not going to get used. There's a young red cock that I thought was a hen that's turned a cock. I'm probably not going to use him. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 21, or at least 21 adult cocks, and then 21 adult cocks I'm going to pair with 17 young hens and 5 adult hens that I've kept back. I've went in the other day and I've drastically reduced my adult hens. I've checked back in my records, and most of them I've either used them 5 or 6 times, and I haven't really got much use left for them. So then went in the cull section, and they'll be culled out in good time. Not something I like to do, but the way things are lately, it's going to have to be done. Food bills and corn bill is now reached an astronomical level. I never thought I'd hit £400 a month in a feed bill. Well, I'm there now, so that's nearly £4,000 a year I spend on pigeons. So that's a lot of money. It has to be found from somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back to a number that I'll be manageable with, and focus more on less pairs, more quality. The biggest focus this year is roses. Quite a few of my birds over the past few years, I've started to feel that as I've bulked up the feather in the neck and gotten the length of feather in my birds that I've never seen before in anywhere, I'm getting this feather now that is now so thick and profuse and abundant. There's masses of it, but it's playing havoc with the roses. So most of my pairings that I did last year were for roundness, thickness and smoothness of rose. So what I've did is I've held back all the young hens with the roundness and thickness and smoothness of the rose. 95% of the youngsters that I kept back are hens, and 95% of them have got round, thick, smooth roses. They're not perfect by any means, but it's all about moving forward, and I can't continue down the road that I'm going down at the moment. It's taking us to somewhere where I don't want to be. I like the thickness and smoothness in roses, and I don't want to be breeding birds that excel in a lot of features, i.e. the bodies, the boots, the shells, but they let themselves down in the roses, because if you are going to show them type of birds, the judges are going to chuck about straight away. We have things in our standard in place for disqualifications and gaps in roses, and unsmooth roses and thin roses as classed as major faults that we don't want. So what we're going to do is we're going to breed them out. Right, we've just hit 10 minutes. I think that's pretty much about it. I've covered that. So the next few videos, what I'll do is I'll be showing you me putting these pairs together side by side that we've been talking about, and I'll probably discuss why I've put the pairs together. And this is a very important time of year, mate selection and pairing. It's not something that needs to be rushed. You really should take a lot of time, because it's quite easy to mess the job up and end up at the end of the year with nothing that's going to move you forward. So right, I'd like to thank everybody over the last few weeks that's tuned into my videos and subscribed, took the time to subscribe to us. My subscriber count has went up quite good the last few weeks. Since the new year, getting over 80 new subscribers. It'd be really nice if I could hit the 1,000 mark in the next few weeks. So if you watch my videos and you don't subscribe to us and you enjoy what we put out and you'd like to be more involved, please take the time to like, share, comment, subscribe. We very much appreciate it. So till then, take care and bye.